My beautiful home state of Colorado is very heavily Democrat within our state government representation, and in my opinion has embraced some pretty radical policies, all the while not really benefiting the average Coloradan. Let's get into it. Number one, we have no term limits for elective abortions. Not only that, we publicly fund them with no term limits. That to me is pretty extreme. I think even if people are pro-choice, a lot of pro-choice people still think there should be a limit, but Colorado's like, nope, not here. No, not here. We have a governor who's currently more concerned with his pedestrian bridge weird pet project of $29 million than he is, our infamously terrible roads or the massive budget deficit that the state of Colorado is facing. What? They reject First Amendment rights. The Colorado Department of Early Childhood decided to reject a religious exemption for Camp Idrahaji and their gender identity access to youth camp spaces. After a federal lawsuit, they went back on that, probably because they realized how wildly unconstitutional it was. And now what Democrats are going to do is attack Tabor so they can increase the spending and the tax burden on Coloradans who already can't afford to buy a house even further. That's going to be their next agenda item, I'm assuming, next year. So I'm just hoping we can return to sensible politics. I'd love to be able to feel like I can go down to the 16th Street Mall safely at night. Again, I'd love for more Coloradans to be able to afford to buy a home because it is so insanely expensive here. And you can't increase property taxes because the price tag of a home is already way too high. So I don't really know how we're going to get ourselves out of this budget crisis aside from putting a higher burden on the taxpayer and probably allowing our far left government to continue to spend and spend and spend. So that's my Colorado rant for today.